Hey guys, all right, here on the Craftsman with the hydro. It's all installed. It's not perfect yet, and I'll go over that in a minute. There's one thing I want to fix on this thing before I sell it, and I do have a buyer that actually is a watcher of my channel. I'm going to weld all around that because it's just stupid. It's loud, and I don't like it. They used to have those welded, and I don't know why they don't anymore. It probably has to do with the production line or whatever at the factory, and they probably bolt the muffler in and then have this part attached to the motor, just plunk it on there. So I don't know, whatever. It's just dumb. So was just running, so we'll see. Drive is still kind of working, even though it's in this spot. You need to adjust it. Boy, she runs good though, don't she? Love it. Now if we can just get this thing dialed in. So what I'm going to do is pull the rod. I'm going to pause you. It's raining. Okay, I got the wheel off. You guys can kind of see. But let's see if I can move you again. I want to show you something down here. See if the light will help. Okay. So this part here is what I'm watching. That's not what I'm going to adjust. Right now it's all the way in reverse. And there's forward. And here's what's supposed to be neutral. So what you want is the normal spacing. Trying to think how to explain it. This creates the friction for, like, if you're going to put it in forward, it stays there. Same thing with it backward. But what we need to adjust, I know I didn't explain that very well, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. So I think what I need to do is adjust this handle part right from here. You guys are kind of in the way. And it's 5/8. Not even real sure, but I think I have to go I don't know how far to go. That's kind of far. I'm going to tighten it down here real quick. Okay. I'm just kind of looking down here because there's wear marks of where it ran before, you know, in the other machine. I'm kind of looking at the spacing. It's hard to tell, but I think I got it on, but I just don't know. I'm pretty sure all I should have to do is turn the light back off. Hopefully that's all I have to do is adjust that handle. Put the tire back on. Just behind you guys. I like to have the keyway somewhat on top, so when I put the wheel on, of course I can't see any dang thing. Come on, get on there. Get in there. I mean, I've had it apart. There. Put the big washer on. And of course, I put anti-seize all over the axle shaft. So naturally, it's all over me. Now I gotta put the clippy-doo back on. Okay. Take you out of the holder deal and get anti-seize all over my phone. We are in neutral right now. Hey, we knew forward worked, right? Still going in forward, so I don't like that. Oh, we got reverse. All right. Very slow, but we do have reverse. Right there, it hits forward. I don't know if you guys can tell how loud this thing is. I just can't stand it. So I'm going to turn you off. You guys already kind of seen what I had to do. I'm just going to, where we adjusted it, I'm just going to make it a little further. And hopefully that should be it. So hang on. All right, guys. Hopefully I adjusted it right. We'll see. see how she climbs the hill. Guys get to see parts of my yard you haven't seen before. It's actually not that nice today. It's about in the upper 50s Fahrenheit. Tomorrow's gonna be worse, in the mid 40s. Alright, got a fairly steep hill coming up here. And it's windy great. Look at that. No problems. No problems. Oop, my fingers were in the way. Okay, so to recap this whole nightmare of a Craftsman, the engine, the original engine, the compression release blew apart and put a little hole in the back of the motor. So I had a block that had a thrown rod, same block, had a thrown rod, and it did no damage to the block, which was nice. So I don't know what made me keep the block, but I did. It's a good thing. So, and the cam that was in it with the compression release on it was good. So I used that too, but then I used the guts of the the crank, the piston, the rod. I got all new gaskets for it, seals, and it worked perfect. I changed the oil when I put it together, and of course was the end of last summer. And then I got it together, and it had that plastic trans in there that did not work. It's starting to rain again. So let's finish this in here. Now, so that's why I went and got that parts machine, because it's, I don't know, it's within 5 years of the same type as this, only they used a regular hydro transmission. So in that parts one, we used an idler pulley that we had to switch out. In the last one I showed you, we had to switch out this double pulley and put in a single pulley and use the belt. We had to use the belt out of the donor parts one, and I had no idea if this trans was any good or not, but I didn't really have a whole lot of money in the parts one, so luckily it had everything I needed to it's a Tuff torq. Can't really see too much of it. It's a Tuff torq hydro, and luckily it works perfectly. So I'm assuming somebody took that engine off there for parts. It was probably blown, but who knows, because it didn't have an engine, it didn't have a hood, a deck. Well, Oh, and hang on, I got to show you something else. Okay, it had this for a steering wheel. Right? I thought it was a hubcap, but then it had this specifically cut hole in the center of it, and a little dimple there. I don't really know what it is, but I thought it was a hubcap at first. Maybe it's probably a lid to something. I don't really know. But anyway, that was the steering wheel on it. That could be the whole reason the guy got rid of it too. Because I get stuff like that. And I actually got this at a dealership. And they get trade-ins. People trade in all kinds of crap. Originally, I just thought I had to deal with the motor issue with this, but it turned into a whole lot more. And then, and I don't know if the guy used spray wax or everything's like white. This seat was all white, but I put clear coat on it, and it looks nice now, so I think I'm going to do that to the rest probably. Like I said, I already have a buyer for it. A guy that watches me, so he's hopefully going to watch this. Here's the deck for it. I power washed underneath it, and the top of it got all the oil. It was covered in oil. I got to see if I got some paint, some red paint. Scratch this up and maybe cover that. Some other spots up here. Otherwise, not in bad shape. So, it's almost there. Like I say, I want to take care of that muffler. And then I got to show you this, guys. I don't know if you've ever seen steering like this. It's hinged right there onto the axle. Right? I thought that was weird, but check this out. I mean, talk about turning radius. Holy cow. And then the other side. Do that too. I can't get enough leverage on it. Anyway. So, that's different. I never seen a steering unit like that. So anyway, guys, she works. So where are we at here? 18 minutes. All right. Well, we'll see you on the next one. And if you like what you see, subscribe. Leave me a comment. I do love the comments, and I do answer them back. And if I don't, that means I have a problem and can't get to your comment to answer it. Sometimes they do that to me. I don't know why. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.